Good evening. No? Still not working? Good evening. I'm Dr. Kelly Marchiondo, principal of Tomball Star Academy, and on behalf of the faculty and staff, I would like to welcome you to the class of 2021 commencement. Please remain standing. Gentlemen, please remove your caps, and please welcome Senior Class Secretary Historian Caitlin Vu for our invocation.
From the first day of summer bridge to the near future final moments of this graduation ceremony and every memory in between, we celebrate every accomplishment and triumph we've had in these 4 years. Today, we celebrate the students who have all exceeded expectations in each of our own ways. Through each accomplishment and challenge, we invoke blessings onto them today. We bless those who have supported these students, whether it was in a classroom, at home, or any other setting. We bless the teachers and staff who have given it their all to not only teach the students the educational material, but to guide us through life lessons. We bless the families who have sacrificed, supported, and shown up for each other. And finally, back towards the students. We invoke blessings onto you as we have created the legacy of Tomball Star Academy and will continue to fulfill our purposes in the next chapter of our lives. Thank you. The national colors are being presented by the Tomball High School NJROTC. Our national anthem will be sung by senior Callie Nowak, and please remain standing for the pledges to the United States and the Texas flag, led by senior class president Jillian Hoskin.
Oh, say, can we see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the
Good evening, everybody. Please join me in the pledges. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now for the Texas Pledge. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one indivisible. Thank you all. You may please be seated. Alrighty, guys. Good evening, everybody. My name is Jillian Hoskins, Senior Class President, and it is my honor and privilege to welcome you all tonight to a new beginning. We've all heard the saying, when one door closes, another opens for us. Well, I'm here tonight to not only welcome us to a new chapter within our lives, but also to the idea that a plethora of doors have just slammed open for all of us on this momentous occasion. We have to take the initiative to walk through these doors. We have to use these opportunities granted to us from our education, from our experience, to advance our future and to advance our lives. To simply put it, guys, Tomball Star Academy has not just given us an associate's degree on top of our high school diploma. It has given us the unique skill set and experience of being a part of the first ever class in this brand new program. We are the trailblazers. We are the first people here. And what that means is that we have an amazing advantage over anybody else that just graduated high school. Because we had to go through the challenges and the struggles of being a new program, of going through a new place with new people that we might have never met before. And I want you guys to remember throughout your lives, no matter how difficult it may seem, no matter how unsure you may be, reflect on your roots, remember where you came from, and remember that no matter what, you are not alone. We are all in this together. From the very beginning, we were in this together. From the very beginning that we walked through that side door and into Tomball Star, we set out on a path as people, as young adults, as individuals. And finally, at the end of the trail, we can say that we've made it. And you guys might laugh at this, but I consider us to be this band of weird cousins and brothers and sisters, and just kind of this misjumbled family. And I don't think a lot of us would have made it through this program if we weren't able to laugh at each other when we were dumb, lean on each other when we were weak, and lend a helping hand when one of us needed it the most. And I know for a fact that we've all had our moments. We might not have always gotten along together, but no matter how strong our dislike was for somebody, no matter how rough we were going through it ourselves, and no matter what our differences were as people, I know for a fact that any given moment, any one of you would have put everything down to help a brother or sister out in need. Because that is a type of honor and strength we have as a class. That is a type of heart and compassion my people, you people have. And I'm satisfied to say that we've left our mark in this school. I'm satisfied to look all of you in the eye and say that we did this. Whether we wanted to or not, we've made it to this point together. We've hit the mark. We are the first. We are the trailblazers. We are the people that came here and said, we can pave the way. And I'm proud to be here before us. I'm proud to serve you guys, my people, and to welcome us to this huge milestone within our lives. I believe that we have made it here thanks to not only our own determination, our spirit, and our bond, but also through the love and the passion of the staff here at Tomball Star Academy. I want to extend a warm and hearty thank you to the teachers, custodians, and administration who have made everything possible for us, who have bent over backwards for the inaugural class, us. I have nothing but love and gratitude to the people that have came here and helped us build this school together as a family. It is through our hard work as a class, and it is through our hard work with our administration and our faculty that has made this all possible for us. Ultimately, guys, I really wish everybody here a blessed life ahead of them. Best of luck to whatever your endeavors may be. Whatever the heck they are, get them. Go out there and get them. May we experience peace and fulfillment in our lives, and whatever you are looking forward in your lives, I hope you find it. And tonight, from this point forward, may we always have the courage and the strength to go out there and live our lives the way that we were meant to. So guys, in short, be strong. Keep your head held high and love one another. And do not pick your nose in front of other people. Okay. Tomball Star Academy's class of 2021. I welcome you, your families, your friends, and faculty to graduation. And at this time, please join me in welcoming our class of 2021 commencement speaker, Tomas Maldonado, to the stage for the introduction of our platform guest and the commencement address.
Good evening. It is my pleasure to introduce our platform guests for Commencement 2021. Please hold your applause until all have been introduced. Our board president, Mr. Matt Scheel. Our vice president, Board of Trustees, Ms. Kathy Handler. Our secretary, Board of Trustees, Mr. Lee McLeod. Assistant secretary, Board of Trustees, Mr. John E. McStravick. Member of the Board of Trustees, Mr. Mark Lewandowski. Member of the Board of Trustees, Mr. Michael J. Pratt. Member of the Board of Trustees, Mr. Johnson Unser. Our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Martha Salazar Zamora. Our Chief Academic Officer, Dr. Amy Schinderwolf. Our Chief Financial Officer, Mr. James Ross. Our Chief of Human Talent, Dr. Jeff McCanna. Our Chief Operating Officer, Dr. Stephen Gutierrez. Our Assistant Superintendent of Secondary Schools, Dr. Mindy Munoz. Our President of Lone Star College Tomball, Dr. Leanne Nutt. The Principal, Tomball Star Academy, Dr. Kelly Marciando. And our inaugural Principal, Tomball Star Academy, Ms. Kim McKinney. Also, please join me in welcoming special guest, Dr. Michael Webb, Assistant Superintendent of Student Support. Mr. Zach Bowles, Assistant Superintendent of Finance. Mr. Mark White, Assistant Superintendent of Accountability and Government Relations. Dr. George Flores, Assistant Superintendent of Elementary Schools. Dr. Lee Wright, Assistant Superintendent of Strategic Innovation. Ms. Jamie Ballard, Assistant Principal, Tomball Star Academy. Mr. Travis Ling, Coordinator of School Operations, Tomball Star Academy. And Ms. Michaela Dotson, Counselor, Tomball Star Academy. Thank you all. These individuals have been instrumental in creating and implementing a high-achieving learning environment, and we thank them for their support. Good evening, everyone, and thank you all for coming out to Commencement 2021 for the inaugural class of Tomball Star Academy. I'm Tomas Maldonado, and I'm just going to take a few minutes of your time to share a few words about my experience and our mutual experience as a class, as Jill said, blazing the trail through this school. I first want to thank our parents, teachers, administrators, friends, and family for coming out here tonight. Life is a team sport, and I can say for a fact that I wouldn't be up here before you all if it wasn't for the contributions and actions of many of these people. But what I have to say here tonight isn't for y'all. It's for one group, and that's for my peers. Granted, take everything I say with a grain of salt because it's worth what you paid for. But with that, let's get started. Now, I want you to think back to your first day of high school and really envision what you were feeling and experiencing. And I know, super cliche way to start a commencement speech, but bear with me because there is a method to my madness. I can say for a fact that we were probably all anxious, a little nervous, but mostly hopeful for what high school had in store. Or maybe not. All of us had our own unique experiences that brought us to this point. Now I can say, reflecting back on my experience to and through Tomball Star Academy, the only constant has been change. Change in myself, in my environments, and the many things that we've all encountered as a class. Some of these changes are big and tremendous. I'm very grateful that most of you didn't know me during freshman year. That's all I'm going to say on that matter. I've come a long way, and I'm sure many of us can relate to that we've really grown and continued our journey into the people that we're meant to become. But not all those changes are big and momentous. Sometimes they're small. And sometimes those changes come through those small memories that we encounter in our lives. Like staying up until midnight the night before a biology test, doing an unnecessarily long 200-question review. You know who I'm talking to. Or maybe it's studying for 4 exams because somebody forgot to schedule his time right. But mostly, it's in the connections that we've made. Now, I can say for a fact we are not the most conventional group of students in our high school experience and as who we are as a people, as a group of people. Honestly, I'm so grateful for that. Because while we might all be different, and we might all not be what you normally expect out of a high school class, there's something I admire and want to emulate that I see in every. And for each of you, that's a different, unique thing. Now, I'm not gonna lie, it hasn't always been sunshine and rainbows. Sometimes it's frustrating and annoying and very cringy. But at the end of the day, we're one big, mostly functional family. But that being said, let me be realistic for a second. Life is frustrating and difficult. Tough. We gotta deal with it. But we have one choice. We have one thing that we can do that lets us really see how we approach that. And it's really the only thing we can control. We don't get to pick and choose what challenges are gonna be thrown in our face. We don't get to choose what adversities we're gonna encounter in our lives, big or small. But we do get to choose how we respond to them. And what I ask you here tonight is to not be cynical. And I say this as someone who often gets very cynical. But don't choose to respond to situations coming from a situation of doom and gloom and negativity and cynicism. It is what it is. But respond to it in a way that breeds a better future for yourself, for your friends, for your family. And you might not agree with me, and that's totally legit. But all I ask is that you be brutally honest with yourself. Does being cynical and negative and frustrated really accomplish anything other than just leaving you more upset? And if you do that, that's all I'm asking. Granted, this is a big challenge that we have to encounter because all our lives we've been told the same basic formula. Graduate high school, finish our degree, get a job, be successful, get old. And somewhere in there is a promise that by following this formula, we're gonna find success, fulfillment, and happiness. And I wholeheartedly reject that idea. Some of the most successful people are the most miserable. And I'm sure you all can relate to this. I'm sure you know that one person who does it all. But are they really happy? Have they found the deep fulfillment that really matters, more so than resume points or achievements or promotions or salary? That doesn't make you happy and fulfilled. It's not gonna leave you going to bed at night thinking, man, life's great. But that begs the question, what is the secret to life? And if I knew it, I would tell you, I promise. But I think I have a little bit of an idea. And that idea is in finding your why. A deep intrinsic thing that you can't find outside, but it has to be internal. And for some people, that's their faith. For some, it's their family. And for others, it's a desire to make life better for strangers. What that is for you is your journey to find out. And what I implore you all is to spend a little time each day really reflecting beyond the minutia and the small little details of everyday life into what your why is on the big, big scale. Finding your why takes careers and makes them vocations. It takes friends and it makes them family. And it takes mundanity and makes it fulfillment. Now that journey is not something you can do alone. And I have to take a minute to speak to some of those people who have guided me towards my why and our why at Tomball Star Academy. And that's our teachers. Now I think all of us can appreciate the fact that our teachers are frankly elite. I mean, where else do you find teachers that take the time out of their day to make escape rooms, to culture us, feel so passionately about Disney movies that they take the time to play Charlotte's Web in class to help us all out, and teachers who arrange for us to cook Thanksgiving meals for each other in class, and maybe blow out the classroom power. Y'all didn't hear that. Where else do you find teachers like this? I have no clue. These are the teachers that have students eating in their classrooms instead of the cafeteria. And I think that's all I need to say about that. So teachers, faculty, I apologize that the class of 2021, I say it bittersweetly, that we won't be around to give you headaches anymore. Now, you might be wondering why I'm up here babbling about this mumbo jumbo about why and your life and your purpose and all this really abstract stuff. And I think of all the things I have to say, I have a pretty good reason with this one. As I've gotten to know y'all, I've come to the realization that you all are going to go out there and do amazing things. Varied, wide, far, a whole number of things are going to be impacted by the things that you will all go do. And those things are going to create the cornerstones of the future. And someday, I'm going to have a family. And my children are going to grow up in the world that you all create. So I have a vested interest that that world be the best possible world it can be. Granted, I don't think my job with that one is that hard. Y'all are already killing it. So I'm very hopeful for the future. Y'all, we've worked our tails off for the last 4 years to be here at this moment. And as we go through life, there's going to be more moments where one chapter ends and another begins. And those moments are certainly important and momentous, but they're not the end-all be-all. After you walk across this stage, you're going to go home. You're going to get on with your life. And you're probably not going to think much about what I had to say here tonight. And thank God, that's how I prefer it. But I implore you, as you navigate your own personal journey, to be the person you needed 5 years ago. The person who at the end of their life can look back and say, wow, I really focused on what mattered. I really paid attention to the people that made me. I spent more time on water slides and moshing at prom and eating chicken nuggets and having a good time, rather than worried about the things that won't matter in 30 seconds or in 3 months. The only secret sauce in life is you. You are the solution to every problem you'll encounter. Your only thing that determines if you'll solve those problems is if you choose to do it. We spent the last 4 years of our lives preparing to climb Mount Everest, and we just made it to the base camp. Now it's up to us to determine if we get up that mountain or if we don't. Hopefully we can do it while not being cynical, and we understand that that mountain is truly our journey through life to our why. And if you take anything from my speech here tonight, I want it to be that. The rest is really just static and mediocre jokes. So with that, take around and appreciate what you have here tonight. Take your time to say goodbyes and new hellos. And know that there's nothing you cannot do if you never quit and push yourself to the end. So go find your why, and go climb your mountain. Thank you for letting me be part of your lives, and I cannot wait to see what's next. Thank you all. Now, please join me in welcoming Dr. Kelly Marciando to the podium.
Special thanks to Tomas Maldonado on his message to our graduates. Seniors, the Board of Trustees, administration, teachers, parents, family, and community members are gathered here to honor and recognize you. You have reached such an important milestone in your life, and I am honored to be a part of this culminating ceremony to celebrate all you have accomplished. Today, we celebrate the inaugural class of 2021. You have risen to every challenge, and you continue to exhibit true character, dignity, and grace. In just the past 4 years, you have grown up, you have expanded your horizons, and you have reached goals most students only dream of reaching. You have managed to balance the demands of high school while simultaneously balancing the demands of college. You have experienced a great deal in your high school career, and you have proven to be capable beyond measure. Through all of the challenges you have faced, you have demonstrated maturity, resiliency, and a level of grace and dignity that is representative of who we are. Thank you for setting an example for the students who follow in your footsteps. Class of 2021, you have been successful in every endeavor. Thank you for maintaining integrity and upholding the high academic standards upon which Tomball Star Academy is founded. In the class of 2021 are 1 National Merit Finalist, 1 National Merit Semifinalist, 2 National Merit Commended Scholars, 1 National Merit Hispanic Recognition Scholar, 3 AP Scholars. This year's mighty graduating class of 2021 has acquired a total amount of $1,014,498 in scholarships. Seniors, I know that you will continue to exude the characteristics of integrity, dedication, and wisdom that we value so much here at Tomball Star Academy. If you continue to make wise choices, help those in need, and continue to be the leaders you have proven to be here at Tomball Star Academy, then your future is sure to be filled with the richest rewards. Congratulations on a job well done. Wings up. And now, it is my pleasure to introduce you to the inaugural principal of Tomball Star Academy, Ms. Kim McKinney.
Standing here speaking to a group of students that I feel like just walked in the doors of Tomball Star Academy seems like yesterday. I would be remiss if I did not take this opportunity to thank Dr. Salazar Zamora for following through with the hard work of her and her team on a vision that started on a napkin 5 years ago to bring this early college high school opportunity to Tomball ISD. I would also like to thank Dr. Nutt and her team at Lone Star College Tomball for partnering with Tomball ISD to make Dr. Salazar Zamora's dream a reality for these 95 students and all of the other students who will follow in your footsteps for years to come. To the inaugural graduating class of 2021. I first want to say thank you to all of you and to your families that took a chance on this amazing school with blind faith. Your courage to do something that nobody else in Tomball ISD has ever done is inspiring and has set the precedent for all of the classes to follow you. Each of you have your own unique story on how you got to this day of celebration, and I encourage you to tell your story to others. It will inspire and motivate others just like you that might think that earning a high school diploma and an associate degree at the same time is impossible. This journey is a part of who you are, and I hope that you always remember it. Your persistence and perseverance throughout these last 4 years is inspiring, and all of you should be proud of yourselves. Sitting before you are 70 students who earned their associate degree from Lone Star College. 2 weeks ago, 8 more that are core complete and headed into the next phase of their lives. Of the 95 students sitting here today, 84 of you will be continuing your education at a 4-year university. 2 have accepted appointments to prestigious military academies. Several others have enlisted to serve our country in the military, and the rest will take their associate degree and put it to good use in the workforce. I cannot say enough about how proud I am of each and every student sitting before us today. You are the future leaders of our communities and our world. I believe in you, and you have the foundation for success. The values we promote at Tomball Star Academy of patience, kindness, honesty, respect, selflessness, forgiveness, humility, and commitment are the foundational values that will ultimately lead you to success. Be true to those values, practice them regularly, and when the highs and lows of life come your way, let those values be your anchor. My hope is you will be the force for positive change, building bridges across the things that divide us, and leave a lasting impact on the world in which you live. To the class of 2021, you will always be able to look back on the traditions and the cultures of excellence that you created for all of the students who will follow you. As you move on from this event, know that Tomball Star Academy will always be a family for you and a home to come back to. So go out there and make your family proud, and wings up. I would now like to ask Dr. Marciando to join me at the podium for us to certify the graduates together.
As the 2020-2021 principals of Tomball Star Academy,
We confirm that these assembled seniors have successfully completed their course of study as prescribed by the state of Texas and the Tomball Independent School District.
Thank you, ladies. Well done. Very in unison. They practiced that quite a bit. I will start with a great big thank you. Many, many thank yous. Thank you to our school board who believed and supported this vision. Thank you to the administration and the staff who put the long, long hours to make this happen. Thank you to our community who believed that our students deserve an opportunity such as this. Thank you to the parents and the grandparents. I know there were conversations that took place at home, and you had to decide, do we do something that nobody else in Tomball ISD has ever done before? If you are a parent or a grandparent of a graduate, please stand up to be recognized. I know you are all so proud of your graduates, but so are we. The biggest thank you is to the graduates. You took a leap of faith and again went where no other Tomball graduate has ever gone in the history of Tomball ISD. You truly are the Tomball trailblazers. Thank you for your belief and thank you for your hard work the last 4 years. Before I confirm you, I'd like to say just a few more words. I want to tell the senior class of 2021 how so proud I am of your resiliency. There was a lot of that this year. Your patience, hopefully there was a lot of that too, and your understanding during the last several months. Everybody here today and everybody watching this wonderful event live stream is so very thankful that we are able to celebrate together, near each other, looking at each other in the face, and enjoying this milestone in your lives today. When we worked together, and it was a team effort, when we all created and developed this precious school, it was with this exact vision in mind, that you would have the opportunity to walk this stage tonight with not only a high school diploma, but an associate's degree as well. A heartfelt thank you now to our partner, Lone Star College, in particular, Dr. Leanne Nutt, for that. Many people have heard me say my superintendent heart is very full, but let me assure you, tonight it is very, very full of pride to see this inaugural class graduating. When you reflect on your time here in Tomball ISD in the future, my hope is that you are flooded with so many positive memories that you have made along the way. Remember the challenges, but remember the good times, because there were so many. Wherever your life takes you, you will always be a part of what we call Team Tomball. You all make us so proud, and we cannot wait to hear about all of your future successes. I know there will be many. So now, on behalf of the Board of Trustees, I do confirm that the assembled students have successfully completed the course of study as prescribed by the state of Texas and the Tomball Independent School District. To symbolize the completion of your high school requirements, at this time, graduates, please move your tassels from the left to the right. Woo! Mr. Shield, our board president of Tomball ISD, and all the proud members of this board, I commend these students to you. Congratulations, class of 2021. Wings up. I really like doing that, so wings up. I'm going to do it again. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce to you President of Lone Star College Tomball, our partner in this wonderful, wonderful journey, Dr. Leanne Nutt.
Thank you, Martha. And graduates, I just want to say congratulations again to you. Not only are you Owls, but you're also Timberwolves, and that is such a unique distinction. Tomball Star Academy has made Lone Star College Tomball a better place, and I'm grateful for the partnership with Tomball ISD. It does seem just like yesterday I stood in front of the board with Martha and said, we can do this, and we did. And thank you for trusting Lone Star College Tomball with this partnership. And families, thank you for trusting us with your students. Tomball Star faculty, you're the best. And I know that for a fact. And thank you for all you've done to make the experience these students have out of sight, out of this world, and so, so powerful. So on behalf of Lone Star College Tomball, congratulations. And I have to say, one wolf, one pack. Thank you all.
At this time, I would like to introduce Mr. Travis Ling for the introduction of graduates and School Board President, Mr. Matt Scheel, for the presentation of diplomas.
Valedictorian Joshua Clark Wiley, summa cum laude. Addison Navida, salutatorian, summa cum laude. Ethan David Urrutia, magna cum laude. Vu Alex Wynn, magna cum laude. Audrey Huguette Ortiz Ruiz, magna cum laude. Morgan Navida, cum laude. Callie Bella Nowak, cum laude. Nathan Scott Truss, cum laude. Tomas Fernando Maldonado, cum laude. Yoon Yi Wang, cum laude. Ana Paula Aceves Beckley. Sofia Almanza Tejerino. Nathaniel James Andis. Jenna Christine Andrews. Denisiandra Antonasia Andrews. Mashal Mahmood Awan. Lily Gabriela Ayala. Julia Grace Ballard. Miguel Angel Benitez Hill. Catherine Blanco. Tyler James Boynton. Kimberly Mae Buchanan. Clayton Montgomery Birch. Taylor Scott Bursmith. Liana Marie Calvillo. Kelly Ann Carter. Haley Rachel Childress. Jorel Stephen Cowan. Alexis Nicole Davis. Cameron Michelle Deason. Avery Wynn Delaney. Kaylee Nicole Dixon. Alexa Nicole Escobar. Isabella Loren Furniture. Alexis Michelle Frazier. Nicholas Andrew Frazier. Yishao Gung. Simran Deep Gurwal. Alicia Simone Harrison. Jillian Christy Elise Hoskin. Dylan Taha Hill. Isaac Irigoyen Garza. Destiny Ariel Jones. Samantha Sophia Kennedy. Vivian Victoria Kennedy. Justin Levon Kruger. Jenna Rose Ledbetter. Sebastian Alexander Lindsay. Christian Lopez. Giancarlo Maldonado. Alexander Ryan McDaniel. Vanessa Paola Mendez. Ronnie Isaac Mendoza. Marcus Seth Miller. Shannon Renee Monick. Liam Irwin Montgomery. Sarah Amanda Mortis. Sean Patrick Murphy. Victor Oluwa Pamilerio Olabusi. Taya Marie Orozco. Manav M. Patel. Caitlin Colby Pierce. Sean Maxwell Platan. Antonio Ponce. Aiden Edward Riley. Leslie Monica Rincon. Drew Connor Salazar. Victoria Rosalinda Sandoval. Marina Sandoval Ramirez. Gabrielle Marie Sapp. Julia Elizabeth Seagroves. Nolan Pranpraza Sesta. Shazma Kaiser Sheik. Sharon Falashade Shusi. Emily Jewel Sievers. Shelby Denise Sims. Raven Ashley Smith. Fernando Alfredo Solari. Nathaniel Alexander Span. Gabriel Vaughn Starr. Sydney Elizabeth Tishner. Destiny Lynn Velasquez. Anthony Preston Villanueva. Caitlin Rose Vu. Tao Nak Vu. Diavion Alexis Michelle Wallace. Sophia Isabel Nadora Wambanko. Aiden Michael White. Brianna Nicole Wiggin. Kendall Elaine Wiggin. Harley Alexa Wilcox Culliver. Lindsay Morgan Wood. Congratulations, class of 2021. At this time, I would like to introduce senior class Vice President Simran Gurwal.
Good evening. First and foremost, I would like to welcome everyone on this festive occasion. Congratulations to the very first graduating class of Tomball Star Academy. Class of 2021, we started as a group from the bottom, and well, now it looks like the whole team's here. From starting off our high school years with Summer Bridge and finishing it from either at home or on campus, it's been a roller coaster of 4 years. It wouldn't have been possible without the massive debt of gratitude we owe to the following. Thank you to our parents for constantly making sure we had everything we needed or asked for. You got us out of bed each morning, fed us, and made sure we made it out the door right on time. You stayed up late with us helping on projects we had claimed that were assigned that day, knowing we were lying. You listened to each and every complaint we had and made sure to guide us in the right direction. With everything you did for us, you also made sure we learned how to become independent adults for our future lives. Thank you to our teachers for constantly donating your time when you could have been enjoying that time with family. You allowed us to come into your classroom bright and early every morning and let us stay late in the afternoon to ensure we understood the content. Each assignment was thoroughly explained and re-explained for those of us who didn't understand or were sometimes not listening. You altered all of our lesson plans when COVID hit, but also made sure we were getting all the material and information to be successful. You pushed us to participate in weekly character-strong activities, which taught us not only to become better students, but better people as well. Thank you for pushing us to be the very best students and people we could be. Thank you to our coaches for trying to keep sports as involved as possible in a primary academic setting. You made sure the legacy of flag football was run throughout all grade levels. The family wall dedicated to creating a sense of community among our classmates kept us motivated throughout the years. It was your classes that allowed us to have a brain break after a day of learning, so thank you and wings up. To administrators and office staff, thank you for keeping us on the right track to graduate. Without you, we wouldn't be here. Everything you do behind the scenes is not overlooked and is greatly appreciated. You made sure everything at the school was run promptly, allowing us to learn without any worries. To our cafe and custodial staff, thank you for feeding us and allowing our students to be well-fueled for the day. A big thank you for cleaning up the ridiculous mess we may have made at times and keeping our school clean every day. And to anyone remaining, thank you for everything that you have done for us. We truly do appreciate it. Now it is my pleasure to introduce to you Senior Class Treasurer Ethan Urrutia.
Before I begin, I told my mom I'd take a selfie. If you want to see it, it will be coming soon on Instagram at ethan.euruthia. I'll just set it right there. Okay. But first, let me begin by saying that it's my honor to be here with you tonight, on this stage, on this podium, celebrating such a huge milestone in our lives. Our journey here at TSA has been an experience unique to its own, unlike any other. Here, we formed friendships, we formed bonds that may even last a lifetime. I, for one, know I did. Shout out to my bestie, Jenna Andrews. Yeah? Okay. But on a more serious note, I think we should all acknowledge the fact that we, the first graduating class from Tomball Star Academy, the class of 2021, were thrown onto a college campus as guinea pigs. In that environment, we learned not only to thrive, we learned to adapt to the real world, but we also learned how to thrive in it. We are unique, robust, and extraordinary in only a way that we can be. Although many of us are wary of what the future has in store for us, I believe and I know that our class can do great things no matter what. I sometimes find myself being apprehensive of growing up, of moving away from home, moving to college, of moving on. And I know many of my classmates share the same sentiment because, let's be real, growing up can be a little bit scary at times. But there's always one thing that reassures me in these moments. It's the fact that we as a class, as individuals, have already accomplished something so unique, so huge, that many people do not get to experience in their lives. That being said, with our high school journey coming to a close, I hope all of you realize that we, as a class, have the strength and the knowledge from these last 4 years to really make an impact in the world, no matter how big, no matter how small that may be. I hope that each of us leave here tonight and implement the lessons that we've learned in our journey into our real lives like I know that we can. I hope each of us leave and have a long, prosperous future, full of not only safety, but also of challenges that help you grow and that help you become the person that you want to be. And I hope that everyone is blessed on their way out of here tonight. I hope that your families hold you close and your friends hold you closer. I hope that everyone is blessed spiritually, and to whomever you pray, watches over you, guides you, and protects you on your newfound journey. Lastly, and most importantly, I want each and every one of us to remember where we came from, but honestly, more importantly, where we're headed, where we want to be, who we want to be, and how we want to get there. And although everyone has said this tonight, I just want to end it with this. Wings up.
Graduates, please pick up your roses and stand for the rose cutting ceremony. You are the inaugural class of Tomball Star Academy, the mighty class of 2021. You have carved your legacy here at Tomball Star Academy, and the memories you have made and experiences you have engaged in will remain etched in our mission and vision for future students. This rose cutting ceremony marks the start of a tradition that will become an integral part of our commencement celebration. It is a way for us to take a moment and acknowledge the friends and family who have supported this class. Graduates, today you walked into this room holding a rose tied to your fellow graduates by a ribbon. This is the last time the entire graduating class of 2021 will be together as a complete group. The ribbon that links your rose binds you together today for one last time. The rose you hold in your hand represents the accomplishments you have achieved and the growth you have experienced over the last 12 years of your educational journey to the graduates you are today. And like that rose, which could not have developed without the water, sun, and soil that nurtured it, you have not reached this point in your life alone. You have been supported along the way by your friends, your teachers, and your families. You will leave this evening with this rose representing the lessons you have learned, the bonds of friendships you have formed, and the memories of Tomball Star Academy that mean the most to you. At this time, the faculty member at the end of each row will come down the aisle and cut the ribbon between you and your fellow graduates. When you leave this ceremony, you will no longer be bound together as a group, but you will always be a part of the class of 2021. Many of you will keep this rose as a memento of your graduation and the ties you have to Tomball Star Academy and the friends you have made here. Others of you will want to present this rose to a person who has supported, encouraged, and believed in you, a person who has played an important role in your journey and towards your graduation. The ribbons are cut, and you are no longer bound together as a class, but each of you will leave this evening taking with you a part of this class and a part of Tomball Star Academy that will remain in your heart forever. Congratulations, graduates.
We are Tomball Star Academy. Through wisdom and integrity, we will hold our wings up fearlessly. Whatever may the challenge be, and forward we will strive. Our strength, our light, our spirit shining bright. Gold and purple in our hearts, wings up, Tomball Star.